Alright, hello. Today we're going to be showing you how to rotate an object around a circle. Sure most of you already know this, but if you hold down shift when you're making a circle, it makes a perfect circle. If you hold down shift and alt, resizes the circle from the center point, which is actually pretty handy if you're wanting to make circles within inside each other. So I'm just going to hit Control C, Control F, paste one in front. If I hold down Shift and Alt now, it'll resize that from the center so I can have as many circles as I want that are aligned perfectly right from the get-go. Anyways, that's for another time. Okay, so I already know what shape I want to rotate around this circle, so I'm going to go ahead and make that real quick. This is going to be your center point right here. It shows the anchor. So I'm going to have a line come up from there. You want to make sure, I like to make sure that this object is aligned perfectly before I rotate it. It's up to you, but I think it's handy to make sure it's done that way. I'm changing the width profile to width profile 5 for the stroke here. And then I'm also going to go to transform and reflect that to show that way. And that's just a horizontal reflection. Okay. Now I'm going to change this up a little bit, change the look of it. That's too much. Let's try half of that. That looks good. Okay. Now that you have your circle, you have the object you want to rotate around your circle. What you're going to want to do is select your object here that you want to rotate, and then go over here, right underneath your eraser tool, it should be, is the rotate tool. I'm going to click on that. It's going to bring that little cursor. You can kind of barely see it right there. It's in the middle of this path here. Right there. Now, what I want, this is actually telling Illustrator where you want this object to rotate around. So we want to move that over here to the center of the circle. And you do that by holding down the Alt key, and then you just kind of search for it. It's strange with Illustrator. It should, in my opinion, when you get to this point, automatically assume that you want to see the center, but you can't. So it's right there. So holding down Alt, click on that, and that's going to bring up this next dialog window here. And this is your rotate window. One other thing to mention is sometimes you will look for the center and you just won't be able to find it. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a glitch in Illustrator, but it just won't be there. If that happens to you, go ahead and open up a new file. Start over. Alright, so here you're going to want it to rotate around the circle, so you're going to select 360 degrees. That means it's going to go all the way around, divided by, which you type out /, and then here you have to decide how many times you want this object to go around this circle. Depending on how big or small this object is, you may want it way less, but I was thinking for this one maybe around 300. But one way you can check this is this preview box here. You can click on it, click on it, click on it, and that'll just show you how far it's moving towards the next object. Okay, so if I go 360 and I divide it by 4, if I preview that now, you can see it's going to move it all the way to the west side of the circle because it's only going to go around 4 times. And that's 90 degrees. So that's how it figures that out. So I'm going to go 360 divided by, let me try 250. It seemed like 300 was a little much. Okay, that's looking pretty good to me. Angle 1.44 degrees. Now, so what this means, by the time it gets back to 250, it's going to be all the way around back to the front of the circle. Okay. Now, before you close out this window, you don't click OK. You click Copy. Boom. That's going to give you 2. Alright. From this point, you have to hold down Control on Windows. I believe maybe Alt or I don't know what it is on Mac. The equivalent on Mac. Control and then D, and it'll just start pasting them around. So hold down the Control button, and then you can just hold down the D key, and it'll go all the way around. And this is really handy. I mean, if you're wanting to make really nice circular geometric designs, or if you're wanting to make a sun, for example, it's really good for that. You can make this object look like a ray, you know, and then you'll have a sun very quickly. And I'm going to stop right before the first one. Boom. There you have it. You got a perfect aligned objects around a circle. And that is how you rotate it around the circle. So let's just do one more of these so you can see. We're going to do a more simple one here. Let's do a triangle. Boop. And this is going to be a happy looking little sun. Doop. Make sure that's aligned to the center. And if you got your smart guides on, it'll automatically lock to the top. There. When you shift and drag it up and down. If you got your smart guides on, automatically line to the top. Alright, so click the object you want to rotate again. Once again, you go over here, hit your rotate tool. Oh, there we go. And hold down Alt. Find the center of the circle. Where is the center of the circle? See? It's doing it to me. There it is. Where'd it go? There we go. Alright, brings up the window, 360 to go all the way around, / for divide by, and on this one let's just try 25, see what that looks like. Looks pretty good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do that, copy, and then once you click copy on that rotate window, hold down Control D to go all the way around. And you can see how you can get some really nice, cool geometric designs. Just see how from these are interlocking here. And that is it. That's simple as that. Play around with it. Send me some of the stuff you made with it. Thanks. Have a good day.